What's up, guys? Honda VFR. If you're watching this video, you're probably either thinking of buying this bike or buying one like it. If you don't know about these bikes, they really are their own thing. They sound, ride, look really like nothing else out there. Yes, I usually always wear gloves, but I kind of left quickly this morning, didn't grab them. So the VFR, lots of generations of it. This is a 6th generation. It's kind of one of the more favorite generations from what I've read. I don't understand why. Probably price point maybe in the used market, and I don't think a lot of people really these days don't really like the carbureted versions. The last generation was a carbureted version. But these are just amazing bikes. It's a VTEC motor, and the VTEC on the Honda motorcycles is different than what the Honda cars are. The way it operates on this is below 6,800 RPM, you're running on 2 valves per cylinder, and then over 6,800 RPM, it goes to 4 valves per cylinder. It's a noticeable difference. It's almost like a little turbo. You can definitely hear it when it kicks in. And I know they tuned it, they made it less, how do I say, less dramatic on the next generation bike. It's a little bit smoother. It's not a huge hit on this bike, but it's definitely a noticeable thing, and I don't know, maybe a less experienced rider, it might be a problem, catch them out. But definitely makes this bike fun to ride, I will say that. So this bike, I rescued this thing. It had been sitting for a while, so I had to put new fuel injectors in it, but the tank was spotless and what have you, so it was just basically the fuel that was in the injector just caused the injectors to freeze up or clog. So new injectors, and then I went through all the fluids and adjusted the chain, stuff like that. The tires are great. It's only got 7,000 miles on it, 7,044 as it sits right now. It's got an SBK exhaust, which sounds incredible, and it's amazing that this is a 20-year-old machine. It is so tight and smooth. And I did this is an 02, but I love the theme or the color scheme on the 07, which was a 25th anniversary bike. So I followed that with this bike. I got a body kit that matched that, and they make the colors pop a little bit more on the body kits. So you can see the blue is just really vibrant, beautiful blue. Didn't have the Honda stickers. These are what the 07 has. So I did that, and then I did the stickers down below the fairing stripe on the lower fairing. But just a neat look. Normally these bikes are red, and they look nice too. But the body kit was cheap, and figured what the heck, just make it look like something a little bit better look than it was. It's just a gorgeous bike. I get lots of compliments on it. In fact, I just left Starbucks and somebody came up and said, "Hey, is that your bike? Is that brand new?" Nope, 20 years old. But it's just a testament to Honda and their build quality, and their something about Hondas. They just, I don't know, they're just a little cut more above the other bikes. So watch 6,800 RPM here, right there. Ready? Right there. And these bikes sound incredible. Somebody said to me, you know, the V4s, it's not really a common engine in sport bikes, and I said, you do realize that all the modern MotoGP bikes are inline or V4s? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, watch 6,800. Ready? It's awesome. It's like having nitrous. One more time. In my neighborhood. It's fun. Very fun. I did the flapper valve modification on it. Basically the flapper valve just controls airflow. It's a very common modification. There's two modifications they do on this bike. One is the flapper valve mod and the other is the pair valve delete. From the research that I did, the pair valve delete really wasn't worth it, but the flapper valve is something that pretty much anybody with a VFR should do. It just cuts down airflow at lower RPMs and a little bit of a performance advantage, a little bit of a different sound to it. I removed the airbox snorkel. That's another thing. It just lets you hear the motor a little bit more. I kept it. Both of those are reversible mods if you wanted it to go back to how it was. Honestly, I didn't ride it much before I did the mod, so I can't really vouch for the performance gain, but anything, if it did anything, wouldn't be a huge difference. Alright guys, home at last. Alright, if you have any questions, if you're interested in buying the bike, give me a shout, hit me up on YouTube, or call me. Should be a phone number at the bottom of my ad. Oh, let's do a little walk around here. What a machine, huh? It's gorgeous, just pops in the sunlight. Alright.